Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Here we go. Jason Sherrill. We're gonna do this here. All right, Jason Sherrill. Here we go. Okay, Jason Sherrill. Here we go.
Hello, it's Jason.
Hello, Jason. Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. How are we doing tonight?
Man, doing well. And yourself, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good. How's your day going so far?
Man, it's good. It's been busy. It's hot, very hot and miserable. And I think we're just getting started with the heat down here. So it's going to be an interesting few months, man.
It's going to be interesting, but of course we can get through a pretty good one here too. I got to say that. So you're based in Texas, you say? Whereabouts?
About 30 miles southwest of Austin, out what we call the Hill Country, in between San Antonio and Austin is where I live. Where
Okay. Okay. What did you say? You're in the Austin area. We'll do that. So we'll just make that as well too. So we got all that. So we'll be talking about your music, Call the Wild, Live in New York City, Between These Lines. And is there a new song that you want to get out there and talk about?
Well, those aren't my songs. I don't know what songs you were just running through, but those aren't mine.
Oh, okay. All right. I must have got you mixed up for some reason. So let me see.
Okay.
Let me try again here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying. Yeah, I think I probably got you crossed up with some, but there's too many Jason Sherrills out there. So.
Yeah, there are quite a few. I've noticed that doing what I do.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I see it. Okay. All right. Yeah, I must have got all mixed up here. Well, we still got some time though, so we got that. So let me just write these down here. So yeah, we got you got Daisy, Help Me Believe, Talk to Me, Texas, and The Road. So
yeah.
So which one's your newest?
The Road is probably the newest one that I cut. I mean, I cut off those were off of about a 5-song EP, and I usually play those quite a bit. So I mean, they're all about the same age, if you will.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to find your profile, and I know where you're at, and I couldn't find it. So I guess we'll just have to wing it here. We'll just say you're on Spotify and everything else. So so are you basically just a singer-songwriter, or what do you do full time though?
Full time, I am partners in a kind of a construction flooring business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do that quite a bit, but it's about 50-50 with that and music, to be honest with you.
Okay, all right. Okay, we got that. So we have those here. Okay, so okay, we got it here. So now, yeah, just a couple of things to let you know that we'll play The Road during the show as well too. So just let you know a couple of things. This is not live. It's a pre-recorded show. We play back later date, and when we're done, we'll send you a copy. Feel free to pass on to family, friends. Feel free to post on our social media. We'll let you know it's going to air nationally and globally over 40 podcast platforms or in over 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple Music. And coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide, Geo7, Radio Public, Himalaya, also on the YouTube channel, and also heard on HamillaRadio.net and more. Once you get a copy, consider a gift from us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, and you all set to go otherwise?
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
Okay, here we go. Jason Sherrill in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention Mike Widener Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Widener Show, international war-winning author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forrest Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out The Mike Widener Show at themikewidenershow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple Music. Also, check out our brand store, Mia Molson-Zia, for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also, T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, and everything else. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. Also support the Mike Widener Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, themikewidenershow.com. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com at the Mike Widener Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who's a singer-songwriter from the Austin, Texas area. He's very popular on Spotify, and he's got music like Daisy, Help Me Believe, Talk to Me Texas, and also he's also got another release, Let's Get Out of Town, and also, he'll be talking about his latest, which is going to be coming out pretty soon as well, too. And he's very popular on Spotify and also on YouTube, SoundCloud, and all the other platforms. And he's currently on the road right now, live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studio somewhere deep in the heart of Texas. The amazing singer-songwriter from Austin, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing, multi-talented Jason Sherrill. Jason, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Thanks for having me on your show, man. I really appreciate it. Really dig what you guys are doing, man. What y'all do for guys like us, man. It means the world to us. You guys are fantastic, man. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being on board as well, too, sir. Singer-songwriter from the Austin, Texas area, and you're featured on Spotify and also on YouTube, SoundCloud, and all the other streaming platforms as well, too, getting lots and lots and lots of albums as well, too, and you'll start off with Let's Get Out of Town, your debut featuring East Texas Girls, Loveable Woman, and more as well, too. You also got Daisy, Help Me Believe, Talk to Me Texas, and we'll talk about the latest, The Road, as well. And before getting all that, Jason, tell us how you first got started.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Mike?
I said, tell us how you first got started.
Oh, I first got started. I've been singing ever since I was a kid. I was surrounded by it. My mother was a musician. My grandfather was a musician. My mother played the piano and played the organ, sang in the choir. My grandfather was an extremely talented guitar player and fiddle player and singer. So as a youngster, I was around it a lot, and I was very influenced by it and very attracted to it. So I started singing with my mom and my grandfather when I was probably 4 or 5 years old, and continued to do that. Picked up a guitar when I was probably 9 or 10, and just started playing music. Had a lot of really positive influences in my musical career. Obviously, I'm a little more of a traditional countryist, Texas country, red dirt country, what they refer to it down our way. But was really fortunate to be surrounded by some really talented musicians as I grew, and got a lot of help from those guys and gals. And without them and y'all, man, we couldn't do it. So we really appreciate it. So that's a little bit about me.
Mm-hmm. And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career?
Well, being from Texas, George Strait was a big influence on me coming up. And Amarillo by Morning was and still is my favorite song. And every time I hear that and I watch George Strait, it's something that's always inspired me at a very, very young age, along with guys like Alan Jackson and Toby Keith, of course, Garth Brooks, and Chris LeDoux, for that matter, up in kind of y'all's neck of the wood. Chris LeDoux was a big hit with us. When I first knew it's what I wanted to do is when I started playing the guitar, and I started feeling it, and it wasn't practice anymore, Mike. It was something that I love, and I still love it, and I'm going to continue to play. And I always will. So,
and certainly fantastic as well. And besides George Strait, Chris LeDoux, and all the others, who are some of your other favorite artists, singers, and musicians and songwriters growing up?
Well, as I came along, Mike, those guys got me going. Reba McEntire I love Reba McEntire. I'm gonna go way back a little bit, and Anne Murray out of Canada. My mother
Wow.
used to listen. My mother listened to Anne Murray all the time and would play Anne Murray songs on the piano and sing them. So those type of people always influences me. As I was coming up, starting to play music and things of that nature, there's a lot of talent out there. There's a ton of talent that's out there playing and play fantastic music. But as I got into my late teens and early 20s, the business side of music really came on for me, and it was a not a shock and not really a surprise. I knew it was tough, but to get a record deal like something in Nashville or something like that was going to be extremely difficult to do, and you had to have a little luck. And down in our area, in the mid '90s to late '90s, when I was in my, you know, you know, early 20s, if you will, that's when Texas country and red dirt country really came on scene. You had people like Pat Green, Roger Krager, Corey Morrow, Stoney LaRue out of Oklahoma, Cross Canadian Ragweed, bands like that came into the scene. They didn't have that big record label deal that everybody thought you had to have. And they were coming down in these areas from Texas, Louisiana, up to Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and they were doing it on their own, and they were getting huge followings. And people like that, Kevin Fowler, people of that nature, they let people like us know, hey, you don't have to have that big record label deal to play a lot of music and make a living at it and then do what you love. So a lot of inspirations for me, Mike, as I've come along in my career, and each one of them played a little different part, but extremely valuable.
And very valuable indeed too. And we'll talk about your release, your debut LP, Let's Get Out of Town. Also your 3 songs leading up to the road. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Like a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give an official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews, and Eve 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forrest Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for It Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, including Hamilton Radio, Oldies FM, Diamonds Radio, and some networks coming near you. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. For great books, merchandise, and more, Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. Also support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, themikewagnershow.com, and buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com at the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here with amazing singer-songwriter from outside Austin, Texas, Jason Sherrill, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And let's talk about your EP debut, or your LP debut that you put out, called Let's Get Out of Town, back in 2012, including the title track, East Texas Girls, Small Town Boy, and more. And tell us more about the album and some of the songs and what inspired you to write them.
That song, when we put that song together, East Texas Girls was a song that my brother had written, and I put some music to it a long time ago. And that song came about where he was living in a certain area and just enjoyed it. And as he went on, he said, man, I got this song. He said, I'd like you to take a look at it and maybe put some music to it, maybe change a few things for me. And I did. And East Texas Girls, we were getting probably about 150. When we cut that loose, that was the first single off the Let's Get Out of Town album. And we were getting probably about 200 to 300 spins a week just on Texas radio when it first took off. And as it grew, it started getting a lot of traction. And we were getting probably close to 1,000 spins a week with that song down here. And we were very successful with that in the beginning, and it grew. Small Town Boy was another great song on there that I wrote. Loveable Woman is a fantastic song. It's a song basically about my wife, and it was one of those that I was really proud of and worked hard on, and just got a lot of really good positivity back from that. These songs are all about my life, and that's where the inspiration comes from, as you asked. I mean, it's things that I did in my life. And it's just they come out in a song. So that's how a lot of my albums are inspired to be honest with you.
It sounds like a good portion come from your life, like watching Daddy's Girl grow, the mistakes she never made, My Heart's in Texas. Here's one I found intriguing: the Politician song. Tell us about that one.
That song, that we wrote that song when, you know how politics are. I mean, they're just, you never know who's right. And I stay out of politics as much as possible. And this song was written not for Republicans, not for Democrats, not for independents, but it was all just shot at politicians about how, you know, they think they're a little bit above everyone else. And, you know, and that's how that song came about, just telling the story about, you know, there's a line in there, just hand us the reins to the red, white, and blue, and we'll take care of you, and stuff like that. And it's just kind of a tongue-in-cheek song, and kind of showing how hypocritical a lot of these politicians can be on both sides of the aisle. So it's kind of a fun song, but
it sounds like a lot of fun, and hopefully you can probably play it this year as well, too, with our current president or any president. It applies to just about everything. So you also have I Might Have Let Him Win as well, too, as a single back in 2020. Tell us more about that one.
That's a song that we wrote for my dad. My dad's childhood was a bit unconventional, for lack of better terms, and he and his brother were very, very good friends, and they were each other's backbone, and they went through a lot of hard times together. And that song is about him. His brother passed away unexpectedly, and it was really tough on my dad. And my brother and I wrote that song called "I Might Have Let Him Win." It's just a story about their life and how, you know, if he could go back again, instead of not letting his brother win, he, you know, said, "I might have let him win." And it's a really powerful song. There's also an acoustic version that's on iTunes and Apple Music and Amazon and YouTube and all those places. It's a slowed down version of that song with just a guitar and a fiddle and some drums and stuff like that. But it's a really, really powerful song. It's one that I'm very, very proud of. I really enjoy singing that song. It means a lot to me.
And certainly indeed as well, too, we later ventured to the road as well, too. You also got the title track, Talk to Me Texas, Daisy, Help Me Believe, Back Porch Picker, I should say. And tell us more about those and what inspired you to write them.
Those, again, a lot of those songs were about my life. Talk to Me Texas was about when I was working all over the United States, basically in the world, working in the oil and gas business. And when I was out working, I was always writing music, and that's where Talk to Me Texas came from. I was sitting up in Canada, and I was missing home. I was away at Christmas and Thanksgivings and birthdays and all that stuff, and that's where Talk to Me Texas came from. About being on the road and traveling and roaming around and not being where I really wanted to be. And that's how Talk to Me Texas came about. The Road is a song that I wrote, another song that I wrote for my wife about when I met my wife. The way my life was going, I was, again, on the road, either working or music. You know, it seemed like I was on the road more with music than I'm ever working. But that's just part of what I do. But it's about how my life was and how I was really frustrated and bitter with things until I met my wife, and how she turned all that around for me and showed me that there is good in this world and there is happiness, and when you find it, you better just hang on to it. So that song means a lot to me. And Daisy's another song on there that's just a fun rock and roll upbeat song about seeing a girl at one of those kind of dive bars that she's a little rough around the edges, and you know deep down you probably can't keep up with her, but you'd sure like to try. And, there's a line in that song that says, "Daisy, Daisy, where do you come from? Daisy, Daisy, why do you pack a gun? And Daisy, Daisy, I know I should run." So, I mean, it's a fun song to play, and it's a good time. We get a lot of good reaction on that song when we do it out here. And Help Me Believe is a song that's a very, very powerful song. It's a beautiful song. It's about a guy who's kind of lost his faith, and how he just liked to get it back. He'd like to go back to the simpler days of when things were simple and innocent and didn't have to deal with all the rat race that we all have to deal with every day. And So that's another really great song that's inspired by, my life and some other things that have gone on. And Back Porch Picker was a song that I wrote in about 5 minutes. I was sitting at the table at the house drinking a cup of coffee one morning, and I told my wife, I said, I'm just going to sit on the back porch and pick, just be a back porch picker today. And I'm not kidding you, Mike. I wrote that silly song in about 5 minutes. So.
You must have played. You must have played it in 5 minutes. I'll bet you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, the longer version you call it the 10-minute picker. So with coffee.
That's it. Exactly right.
And of course, we'll be playing the title track in just 1 minute with Jason Sherrill. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by SonicWeb Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson Zia Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. We'll be back with singer-songwriter from Austin, Jason Sherrill, with The Road after this timeout. 3, 2, 1. We're back with Jason Sherrill, singer-songwriter from Austin, Texas, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Right now, here's a title track from the latest, With the Road. Here's The Road with Jason Sherrill on the Mike Wagner Show. 3, 2, 1. Great song, Jason Sherrill. That was a title track with The Road here on the Mike Wagner Show. And once again, where can we find The Road and all your music at, Jason?
Man, you can find all my music on all the social media platforms. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Twitter. My website's www.jasonsherrillmusic.net. You can find all the places I'm playing and where I'm going to be at. Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, all the social media outlets and platforms. Look me up. Follow me on Instagram. Check me out on Spotify. Follow me on Spotify. Follow me on Facebook. And just keep giving me the support, man. You guys are fantastic.
We certainly would do so. We appreciate Jason. We're here with a singer-songwriter from Austin, Texas, Jason Sherrill, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Just a few more minutes, Jason. We'd love to have you back. And what can we expect from you in 2022 and beyond?
Well, we're going back in the studio here in about 3 or 4 months. I think we're slated to go in sometime in October. And we're going to cut about a 12 or 13 song LP. And it's going to be pushed very hard. I'm being able to record with some very influential people down around here in Austin that are very, very talented producers and that are that have a very good reputation. Into 2022 is very busy. We're going to be on the road quite a bit all throughout Texas and Oklahoma, September, October, coming into Thanksgiving, and then we'll slow down a little bit. And 2023 is busy. It's lining up to be our busiest year yet. We're going to be on the road. We're going to be out there. If you see us, come out and say hello. Tell me you heard me on the Mike Wagner Show, and just keep giving us the support, man. We appreciate it.
We certainly would do so, Jason. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
George Strait.
George Strait. Okay. Yeah. All right. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Don't ever give up on chasing your dreams. Do what you love. It's not easy. You're going to have many people tell you that you can't do it. You're not good enough, or you're not what we're looking for. And don't listen to it. Keep honing in. Keep working on your craft. Craft your music. Craft your sets. Write good songs. Continue to write. Continue writing music and write for the hit, and you'll get there. And that's the advice I'd give to anybody.
That's definitely great advice as well. We're a singer-songwriter from Austin, Texas, Jason Sherrill, here on the Mike Wagner Show with his latest, The Road. Jason, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep this up to date. Keep in touch. We'd love to have you back. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact? Where can people purchase or check out your music?
You can purchase all my stuff on all the social media stuff: Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music. YouTube, iTunes, and hit me up on Twitter. Go to my website, www.jasonsherrillmusic.net. You can purchase stuff online, and just come see me.
We certainly will do so. Once again, Jason, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love to have you back. We wish you all the best. You've got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you having me, man. You guys are great.